Good day, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, I want you to picture something with me. Imagine a child holding a textbook but not knowing how to read the first sentence. Imagine being in a classroom, hearing the teacher explain numbers, yet the symbols feel like a foreign language. Now, here's the questions. How can a young person build their future if they cannot access the basic tools to understand the world? And if this is still happening today, how do we move forward? Let's find out. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am deeply honored and humbled to stand here today. My name is Nenya Manovia, a fifth semester Bachelor of Nursing student from the Faculty of Nursing at Bhakti Kencana University. As someone who will work in healthcare, I see every day how literacy is more than academics. It shapes the decisions we make to survive. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to Sustainable Development Goals number 4, quality education, especially its core target 4.6, universal literacy and numeracy by 2030. Why is this target so important? Because without literacy, no country can achieve long-term progress, not in health, not in economy, not in innovation, not in social justice. Today, UNESCO reports that over 763 million people still struggle with basic literacy and numeracy. In Indonesia, faces one core systemic problems, long functional literacy among youth, with a PISA reading rank at 62 out of 70 countries and only 1% Indonesia having a strong reading habits. Many students struggle not just to read, but to understand, analyze, and apply information in daily life. The gap is enormous. So the real questions become, what can we do starting now? To answer that, we must look at solutions that have already proven successful. Ladies and gentlemen, based on literacy researchers from, here are 3 strategies proven to significantly improve reading and numeracy outcomes. First, peer-assisted learning. Studies from the World Bank 2020 and Education Endowment Foundations found that peer tutoring improves reading performance by up to 5 additional months of progress in one academic year. Motivation increases because learning feels less intimidating. Second, structured reading programs plus accessible materials. UNESCO found that reading proficiency increases when learners read at least 20 minutes per day. Countries like Vietnam, one of the top visa performers in Asia, achieve rapid growth because of consistent community reading activities. Indonesia can replicate this success model. Third, digital literacy platforms for low resources settings. According to UNICEF and UNESCO Digital Learning Studies, blended learning programs help students in rural areas scores by 30 until 40% improve reading. Digital summaries, interactive quizzes, and short learning videos help increase engagement, making literacy a social and enjoyable activity. Ladies and gentlemen, across different countries and studies, one pattern is clear. When young people teach, guide, or motivate other young people, literacy outcomes and more sustainably and improve faster. Ladies and gentlemen, literacy is not only an education issue, it is a life skill issue. And if Indonesia wants to reach the universal literacy target by 2030, we cannot rely solely on our formal schools. It's ambitious, it's achievable if we move together. And I believe when young people lead, other young people follow. And when literacy grows, the nations grow. I am Neng Manovia, ready to take action, create impact, and help lead Indonesia toward SDG number 4. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.